Lord Mayor of Brisbane, Cr Sriranganathan, clearly expressed what he thought of evidence-based, globally recognised road safety policies.
Isn't democracy a great thing? Batshit crazy ideas get voted down.
So recently, Brisbane City Council debated a proposal to establish a default local street speed limit of 30 km per hour. The University of Queensland, home of our best and brightest, already has a 30 km per hour speed limit established. Its roads carry thousands of cyclists, pedestrians and motorists every day. Sometimes motorists don't get it right, like this loner. Oof, yeah, not a good time to pull out from that parking spot. On a normal 50 km per hour street, that four-wheel drive approaching at normal speed, what happens next could have been terrible. But it wasn't. The Lord Mayor isn't a fan.
Batshit crazy ideas.
So comfortable is the batshit crazy 30 km per hour speed limit that a family was happily riding together. Dad, riding with 3 kids on their own bikes and a 4th in the trailer on their way to swimming lessons. Perfectly safe. Would you be so keen to ride like this on a 50 km per hour local street?
Batshit crazy ideas.
Unfortunately, there are some people who listen to people like Adrian Schrinner. People who believe 30 km per hour speed limits are
batshit crazy ideas
and believe it doesn't apply to them.
Batshit crazy driving.
Let's see how far these clowns get while I ride at 30 km per hour behind them. So while you're watching me try and chase down these clowns, if you like this kind of batshit crazy content about urban cycling, give this video a like, and why not consider subscribing? There'll be plenty more batshit crazy stuff in future, believe me. $30k an hour. Now they're on a not
batshit crazy
50 km per hour street. They'll leave me for dead now, right? Nope. So what was the proposal? Long story short, there are 2 default speed limits in Queensland. In non-built up areas like country roads, which is 100 km per hour, and built up areas, which is 50 km per hour. This is legacy of the early days of road rules development, which was basically about freight movement, and that between towns you could go 100 km an hour, but then travelling through towns you had to slow down to 60, which was reduced to 50 around the turn of the millennium. Bye Felicia! This isn't in touch with modern towns and cities, with local streets a place for residents to walk and mingle. The proposal from Councillor Sriranganathan was to establish a third default speed limit of 30 km per hour for local and neighbourhood streets. These are local streets, like this, which aren't intended to carry lots of traffic, but just service people living on those streets. Slowing down vehicle movements on those streets improves safety, reduces noise, and increases amenity and property values, and it makes minimal difference to travel time. It's based on evidence from hundreds of cities around the world that have implemented similar policies, and they're reaping the benefits. Batshit crazy, right? Sure, there are opponents. Mostly it's people who like to rat run through quiet local streets to avoid congestion on main roads, or who are impatiently racing to their next parking spot. Kind of like the 2 clowns I featured in this video. Without getting too far into the detail, local and neighbourhood streets is not every road in the city. There is a road hierarchy, and local and neighbourhood streets are the lowest levels of that hierarchy. Roads like this, for example, which are suburban roads, would remain with their current 50 or 60 km per hour speed limit however it's signed. So it's not like you'd have to drive at 30 everywhere, just on local streets that aren't intended to carry lots of traffic. There will always be those who disregard speed limits. It takes time to change the culture of driving fast and fancy-free, but in time, with public awareness and some enforcement and changes to road design to complement lower speeds, it will become socially unacceptable to do so. Speeding in local streets will become the new smoking. In the end, the benefits far outweigh the whinging, and most of the whinging is myths. See my other video on the topic. After all, is wanting streets where families feel safe to walk and ride and learners can make mistakes without having serious crashes really
batshit crazy?
I don't think so. Thanks for watching. Ride safely, drive rarely, and I'll catch you next time.